Imagine being locked in a room with your mind for 10 days. No escape, no distractions, just you and the raw chaos of your thoughts. No talking, no eye contact, not even a pen to write with. Just 10 hours of meditation daily, starting at 4 a.m. This is Vipassana, a 2,500-year-old mental boot camp, so intense, some call it the atomic bomb for the ego. 60% of first-timers don't finish. But for those who do, what emerges from the silence rewires them forever. What happens when you strip away every crutch, every scroll, every conversation, every distraction, and finally face yourself? What truths emerge when the mind has nowhere left to hide? This isn't just meditation. This is a forensic dissection of consciousness itself. And what it reveals will change how you see reality, forever. What does the word Vipassana mean? From the ancient Pali language, it means to see things as they really are. This meditation technique is reputed to be what Buddha used to achieve enlightenment. Today, Vipassana often means a demanding 10-day silent retreat. No talking, no reading, no writing, no phone, or even eye contact. Just you and your thoughts, and around 10 hours of meditation daily, starting at 4 a.m. Intense, right? And unlike many retreats, Vipassana centers operate on donation. No one is turned away for lack of funds. So, what draws people in? It's often a sense that there's more beneath the surface, a deeper understanding to access. Perhaps it's feeling like you're on autopilot, a subtle dissatisfaction, or sheer curiosity about your mind's potential. Vipassana offers mental purification through self-observation, a chance to investigate the roots of suffering. But what does this path truly involve? What realities does it unveil? Arriving at a Vipassana center, there's a palpable, nervous energy. You check in, surrendering phones, books, all distractions. Then, you commit to the 5 precepts. No killing, stealing, sexual activity, lying, or intoxicants. This is Shil, the moral conduct, the foundation. Noble silence commences. Not just no speech, but no gestures or eye contact. Your world contracts. Interaction is limited to the teacher or staff. The schedule is rigorous. 4 a.m. wake up. Meditation all day. Simple breakfast and lunch, then just tea and fruit, no dinner. At first, silence is new. Soon its weight hits. The restless mind, starved of stimulation, truly begins its journey. The first 3.5 days are for Anapan meditation, focusing on your natural breath, observing air enter and exit your nostrils. This cultivates samadhi, or mental concentration. Sounds simple, but it's incredibly challenging. The mind rebels, unleashing a relentless barrage of thoughts, memories, plans, and worries. The monkey mind in full swing, resisting any attempt to settle. Physical discomfort soon joins the fray. Aching knees, a stiff back. The body protests prolonged sitting. One meditator called this one of the most challenging aspects, as their body ached and mind fought stillness. Restlessness and boredom become constant companions. With no escape, you confront your mind's raw, unfiltered chaos. Doubts surface. Can I endure this? What was I thinking? For many, as one person recounted, the urge to leave becomes overwhelming, especially around day 4. This struggle sharpens the mind for Vipassana's deeper work. Around day 4, you're introduced to Vipassana meditation. This cultivates panya, meaning wisdom. You systematically scan your body, objectively observing any physical sensation, itching, pain, pleasure, without reacting. The key is impartial observation. Vipassana's truth isn't an idea, it's a direct, tangible experience. This is emotional purification. As one person shared, memories, fears, and suppressed emotions bubbled up. With no distractions, you sit with these feelings, observing them like an itch. a profound understanding dawns. Anicca, or impermanence. Intense pain? It shifts, it dissolves. Overwhelming sadness? It rises, it passes. Everything is in flux. Clinging to pleasure or avoiding pain causes dukkha, or suffering. You realize our reactions, not just experiences, cause much of our suffering. Days 7 to 9 are often the most profound. Observing sensations with equanimity sinks deep. The truth isn't some mystical revelation. It's the direct, unfiltered observation of your mind and body in each moment. You witness impermanence in real time. Pain that vanishes, joy that fades, and the illusion of a fixed self unraveling. It's the raw reality of your own mind and body, your habitual unconscious patterns. A major, sometimes unsettling insight is anatta, or non-self. Watching the constant flux of sensations and thoughts, the idea of a permanent, solid I unravels. It's a direct perception. Self as an ongoing process, not fixed, disconcerting for some and liberating for others. Profound peace and joy can arise from simple things, like one meditator marveling over ants climbing a tree. Freed from distractions, the mind becomes incredibly aware. But dark nights can also occur, where old patterns fight back hard. Vipassana's truth isn't always pleasant, but it's real. Your inner world, unfiltered. On the 9th day, the focus begins to shift slightly. You're introduced to metta bhavana, loving kindness meditation, a practice you'll continue into the 10th day. This involves directing goodwill towards all beings, a gentle and crucial transition. Then, on the morning of the 10th day, noble silence partially lifts. Speech is permitted again. This return to talking is often jarring, almost surreal. Words feel awkward, voices unfamiliar. Yet there's a newfound connection, a shared understanding with those who've navigated the same intense inner journey. Leaving the retreat's seclusion and re-entering the normal world presents its own hurdles. The noise, the rapid pace, the information overload, it can all feel overwhelming. The true task of Vipassana begins now, carrying the awareness and equanimity cultivated in silence into everyday life. Vipassana, therefore, is more than a retreat. It's a continuous practice for navigating life. Those 10 silent days aren't an end point, but a potent beginning. Vipassana is framed as an art of living, a practical tool for ongoing use. Its ultimate value lies in how these profound experiences translate into lasting, positive change. Consider the story of Vipassana's modern torchbearer, Sri S.N. Goenka. A Burmese Indian industrialist crippled by debilitating migraines, he turned to Vipassana as a last resort. What began as a desperate bid for relief became a lifelong mission. Through relentless practice, he didn't just heal his pain, he unearthed a timeless truth. This technique could liberate anyone. His migraines vanished, but more crucially, his life became a testament to Vipassana's power. The core teachings, impermanence, the nature of suffering, become deeply felt truths, not just abstract concepts. Life still has difficulties, but your relationship to them transforms. You learn to observe experiences without immediate reaction, finding inner stillness even amidst turmoil. This is the practical application of Vipassana. It's important to clarify some common misconceptions. First, Vipassana isn't a magical quick fix. It's a lifelong practice. The 10-day course is intensive foundational training. In fact, this intensive 10-day course can typically only be undertaken once a year, underscoring the depth of the experience and the importance of integration. Second, it's not just for Buddhists. Centers are non-sectarian, welcoming all backgrounds. While it can bring relaxation, its primary aim is deeper. Mental purification from defilements, and for diligent practitioners, potential for high spiritual goals, even liberation. Scientifically, practices like Vipassana are linked to benefits like reduced anxiety and depression. However, such an intense retreat isn't for everyone, especially those with certain pre-existing mental health conditions. Centers typically screen for this. Some critics note the intensity can be overwhelming, and positive outcomes depend on careful post-retreat integration. So, what is Vipassana? What truth is revealed by 10 days of silence? It's an encounter with your own mind, its power, patterns, and capacity for both suffering and peace. It's experiencing impermanence firsthand, seeing how resisting constant change fuels discontent. Vipassana invites you to see reality as it is, without craving or aversion. It's a challenging mental boot camp that will test your limits. But through it, clarity and deep self-understanding can emerge. It's a powerful path to genuine transformation. In the next video, we'll dive into the neuroscience behind Vipassana, how 10 days of silence literally rewires your brain. What are your biggest questions about Vipassana or silent retreats? Ever considered one? Share in the comments. And please, ask away. Having been through 2 10-day courses myself, I'm committed to answering each and every one of your questions. If this experience calls to you, these courses are offered free of cost, globally. I've put a link in the description where you can find out more and sign up. If this sparked your curiosity, hit like and subscribe for more on practices that shape our lives. Vipassana is more than meditation. It's a path to understanding experience itself, and that's a profound truth.